Hey everyone and welcome to this channel. Misalia Tarot here, and I'm continuing my tarot card videos by analyzing all the original major arcanas. If you like learning about tarot, specifically about the major arcanas of the Tarot de Marseille, then this channel will provide useful information for all 22 of them. Keep in mind that each tarot reader has its own way of looking at cards, and I'm merely sharing my own. So, without further ado, join me in this magical adventure where I will be unraveling the significance behind tarot cards. The High Priestess, in French, la Papesse, is the second major arcana in the traditional Tarot de Marseille deck. Here we see a mature lady sitting in a meditative stance holding a book with both hands. A veil hides the background behind her. On her head lies a double-set crown from which a divine light is received. The priestess doesn't appear to read her scriptures as her gaze is fixated to the left side of the card, blue from head to toe, only depicting a bright red mantle underneath her cloak. Meditation and passivity holds a stark contrast with the previous magician arcana. Both cards tend to be polarities of each other, since the first numbered arcana pertains to the primal masculine and the second card relates to the primal feminine. The young man standing with all his arsenal of tools on a table symbolizes the brazen nature of beginnings and the active force instilling in each of us a need for movement and agitation. On the opposite side of the coin, the elderly lady peacefully sits still, presumably in a trance, as with only prop a single book that she doesn't even need to consult, since she is imbued with divine energy coming into her own crown chakra. The light even bleeds over the card frame as to further point out the spiritual blessing she's been connected to. The large cape covering her body and headdress adorning her face are both colored blue, the most spiritual hue of the deck. This blue contrasts with the redness of her robe as to indicate that while the priestess looks passive and disengaged, she is still active in her introspective nature. Finally, the curtain obstructing the background is often said to add to the mystery this arcana holds, since it foretells of an obscured future that should be revealed in due time. In a typical reading, pulling out the High Priestess as a personal question tells of a meditative and patient personality. The consultant is currently passively looking for an external sign for guidance and isn't ready to push for action at the moment. This could also indicate that the person being read is trying to find a neutral state of mind by focusing on its internal world, believing that the answers come from within. If the card shows up reversed, then the consultant may feel anxiety towards taking action by trying to delay any form of steadfast decision. He or she may avoid seeking advice and hide their true feelings behind a somewhat gentle facade. This may lead to feeling resentful when they come to observe others thriving and being happy. The best tip to give out here is to listen to their intuition and follow it through action, however small it may be. When this arcana shows up in the external surroundings, this usually means that the circumstances the consultant is in are currently at a halting point, so that nothing seems evolving at the surface level. This doesn't mean that nothing is done or evolving, far from it in fact. The action is mostly done on a more subconscious level, and therefore patience must be prescribed. If the card is reversed, then it might indicate that several components in the environment are obscured or lack clarity and should be investigated. Someone may not be completely truthful with the consultant, and this might impede on their relationship. The overall situation calls to be careful of any contracts, deals, or engagement pertaining to the question at hand. It should be wise to wait a while and let dust settle before rushing into anything. And that wraps up for this video on the High Priestess Arcana. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them in the comment section. Also, if you want to book a consultation with me, you can do so by sending me a request through my email address in the video description or by visiting my Facebook page. On that note, I will wish you all a magical day. Take care.